It's Gary Robinson. I'm back from a 4-week holiday in Europe. Had a wonderful time. Thank you very much. I've got a little bit of an ad here that I'll tell you about, and then I'm going to head into the Doomben program this Saturday, where I've got a couple of specials, and I think we might even be able to get into the quaddie. So in the last 4 races. So one of the results I had from what our members think. This is just from a member, John. He said, just wanted to thank you for my results last Saturday. 10 wins from 15 races, 4 of the last minute mail specials from 6 selections. Not bad for my first Saturday, John. Now that's a few weeks ago before I left, but I just used that to introduce the high strikers last minute mail. So 10 winners from 15 selected races. That keeps up with our average, and 3 winning weeks out of 4. Most weeks we're in front at some stage anyway. So how does it work? This is simple. We do Sydney and Melbourne Saturdays only with 1 to 3 runners per race, mostly 2, and suggest a Dutch bet on each race. So we back the 2 horses to get the same amount of profit, no matter which one is there. Anyway, if one venue is no good due to wet tracks, we substitute the next best. Now, obviously, this Saturday would obviously be Doomben. So outlay is suggested as $20 a race. So if you've got to bank $1,000 and $20 a race, if you want to bet $40 a race, have a $2,000 bank and so on. Lose your bank, you'd have to lose 5 weeks in a row. It's never happened. And all High Strikers Last Minute Mail subscribers get free membership and access to the Dutch betting program. Program keeps a record of all your selections, outcomes, and enables a printout if you want it. The specials, well, we get 30% of the time we get a winner there, and we've done very, very well with that. It's been going crazy. Anyway, we use top fluctuation, well, better than top fluctuation. We use best of the best with ficbet.com to get the maximum result. Now, on to Doomben. And here we go. In Doomben Race 4, I really like Winter Bride here. Trained by Tony Evans, and you can see here that first up, it's a bloody special. Look at the way it ran that day. 6th of the turn. Finished to get up by a neck, put a rating of 76.7. One of the other rating plans in our repertoire gave it a 74.5, and another one 101.9. They tend to rate up, and as you can see, it's had some great results. Anyway, it's freshened up for this, and I think it's probably going to do pretty well. Currently $3.80. Okie doke. Obviously other chances there like Brave Song and so on, which you can see here, and Viridine. So obviously the winner will come in those top 3 for sure, but Winterbred at $3.80 is the one I'm going on. If we look at the first leg of the quaddie, okay, that's coming up in race 6. This is the Spear Chief Handicap. It's only a listed race and it's only $125,000. But if you have a look at this, you'll find that Reed Double, Natch, Mr. Marvellous, Intuition and Snippets Land are all in there. Although Snippets Land being 8-year-old, I'm prepared to leave that out and just go with those first 4 as the first leg of the quaddie. So that's 3, 4, 5 and 12. In race 7, okay, I really like Prophet's Thumb. It does pretty well. But having said that, let's go for the top 3 here. Prophet's Thumb, Nantali and In Good Time. All have had sort of in and out form. It's not as clear a race as the others, but we're going to go pretty close with those 3, and the predicted prices for those are quite good. So it could add some value to the quaddie. If you think you want to add something else, go ahead and be my guest. Okie doke. If you look down here at Mataja, it's been very, very consistent. But the actual ratings, we're talking 54, 57, they're pretty average for this particular class of races like we've got here. In race 8, well, we've got a standout here in Princess Jenny. She's going very, very well. Won at Morfettville there and came from 6th on the turn to win. Okay, that was a slightly dodgy track, but you can see here she finishes on from a long way back and she just cleans them up. Okay. She had a 29-day break before winning at Caulfield, so the break this time from the 4th of May is not going to hurt her, you wouldn't think. So I reckon she's going to go pretty close in this event. I may not even bother with anything else and just hold her out as a standout. I had a pretty good look through the field, and to be honest, I didn't particularly like too many of them. Even if you have a look at this one, you'll find out that its last couple of runs were okay. This was a good one. It had a block run at Canterbury, and that was in a Group 3. In the Group 2, it was 2nd of the turn, could only run 9th, beaten 3 lengths. Okay, a little bit of a problem at the start, so maybe that's a bit of a chance, especially since it's drawn barrier 16, puts it down somewhat. But Princess Jenny, it's the one that's going to be hard to beat. In the last race, a very, very good friend of win form. This is Tully. Now, the interesting thing about these other horses here, Libran goes all right occasionally. Shillelagh has been going great, but I think she's off the pace now. She's had quite a few runs this time in, not done too well. Life Less Ordinary, actually one of our subscribers has a share in that, and also somebody also know has a share in that. That was a very good win 2 starts ago at the Gold Coast. That was on a really heavy track, and other than that, it hadn't won since May last year. Well, I suppose it's due if you want to look at it that way, but it's not a great record with only 20% wins. You could say same about Tully, I suppose, but it's the quality of the wins that counts. For example, with Tully, it's had a couple of runs since the spell. Normally it takes 2 or 3 runs to wind up, so here we are at its 4th run out of a spell on the 21st of April last year. I made an absolutely mozza. I got the first 4 in that race, paid over 80 grand, and it was there for all our Winform autumn package subscribers to see. Okay, and then at its next time in, it had 3 or 4 runs, and then it got up at a good price, around $13, and that was on the 8th of December. Now it's had a couple of runs in, and the last run was particularly good. Okay, it was a 4th to the turn, and that fell back a little bit behind Canedna. However, I think it's going to be the fittest horse in the race at this stage. 3rd run after a spell is ideal for most horses, and I think especially up there, and drawn the barrier 4, it's going to be hard to beat. You can see here that when it was at Doomben in December, it led all the way to win by half length. Certainly at that stage it wasn't a great price, $5.50, but I'll take it. It's actually probably going to be better than that on Saturday. There you are, so I wish you all the best for the weekend. Good luck and thanks for watching.